Under the blazing Florida sun, at a cafe on Ocean Drive, Sienna, a 36-year-old successful fashion designer, was sipping her coffee under the shade of a wide-brimmed hat, sketching in her notebook. She inhaled the salty breeze wafting in from the beach when suddenly she felt something bump into her chair. Turning around, her eyes locked with a young man, around 21, carrying a surfboard. His slightly wet hair glistened in the sunlight. "Oh, I'm so sorry. I seem to have been caught by the waves, but this one feels different," he said with a playful grin. Sienna couldn't help but smile. "A wave? Do you mistake crowds of people for waves too?" she replied, narrowing her eyes slightly. The young man extended his hand confidently. "I'm Jake, and I think I just became a believer in love at first collision." Sienna found his boldness amusing. Shaking his hand, she said, "Sienna, and while I might believe in collisions, it would have been far more impressive if you hadn't nearly spilled my coffee." Jake quickly gestured toward the cafe. "Let me make it up to you," he said, dashing off to order her a new coffee. Returning with the drink, he handed it to her and said, "Next time, I'd like to plan a collision with you, not the waves." Sienna paused for a moment. The young man's charm and confidence were hard to resist. Her eyes sparkled with a hint of a smile as she replied, "Maybe, someday." At that moment, the small smiles they exchanged hinted at the possibility of a new story beginning under the Florida sun.